Welcome to Chennai City Garden. So today in this video we will see what kind of fertilizers that can be given to rose plants or any kind of flower plants, especially in this lockdown time. So we will see two types of fertilizers that can be prepared within 3 days of time. So within 72 hours of time we can prepare those two fertilizers, and it is homemade. So it is always better to use a homemade fertilizer which is very healthy and nutritious. And already I have posted a video on rose plants. I mean, what varieties of rose plants can be grown in a rooftop garden or a terrace garden. I'm growing many types of rose plants, but these two are my favorites, the damask rose and the button rose. These two varieties are best for growing in a terrace garden. Now let us see the fertilizers. I'm suggesting two types of fertilizer. The first one is the vegetable waste fertilizer. Just take all the waste, kitchen waste, and soak it in water for 3 days, and you can filter it and use it for any kind of flowering plants, especially the rose plants. It is very nutritious. It can give all the required nutrition to your flowering plants. The second one is potassium rich banana peel fertilizer. So you can see here, even this you need to soak it for 3 to 4 days, and you can filter it and use it for your rose plants and all the flowering plants. Both these fertilizers are very useful for growing flowering plants, especially in this lockdown time, because we cannot go out to buy any type of new fertilizers. So it is always easy to use these type of fertilizers for your garden, especially for flowering plants. The first one, the vegetable peel fertilizer, is very nutritious. It has all the major nutrients, the nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. And I have added the potato peels into it. It can release starch, because starch can help in producing more bacteria. It can improve the bacterial content in your soil. Whichever soil mix you are using for rose plants, it can help to multiply the bacteria in it, the beneficial bacteria. So it is always better to use those kind of fertilizer. You can use the rice water to it. So you can use these three types of fertilizer for your flowering plants. It can really help you to grow in this season. The next thing is how to give these fertilizers to your rose plants. This is the major question, because what amount of fertilizer that can be given. So according to me, you can give a glass of these type of fertilizer to a rose plant for every 3 to 4 days, nothing more than that. If possible, you can give this fertilizer to most of the flowering plants in your garden, not only the rose plants. You can give to all types of flowering plants. The next thing is the watering. How to water the flowering plants, especially the rose plants. Generally, we used to pour water all over the plants, and we used to give a foliar spray to the flowering plants. But what I suggest is, please don't pour water over the plant. Just give the water to the roots so that it can absorb the required water through the roots. Don't pour it on the foliage, because it can attract more fungus and more kind of pests can be attracted towards it. So it is always better not to add water over the plant. So please add it to the roots. Next thing is, what are the other fertilizers that can be used for rose plants. So I have suggested you two types of liquid fertilizer in this video. Other than these two, you can try with the normal compost. You can add normal compost to the rose plants for every 15 to 20 days, and then you can give these liquid fertilizer. Or you can use vermicompost, which is, according to me, is the best fertilizer for any kind of plants. So you can try these type of fertilizers for your rose plants, especially in this growing season. In this monsoon season, all kind of flowering plants can really grow well and bloom more. So make sure that you follow these kind of methods to water and this kind of fertilizer to use it in your garden. So this can really help your plants to grow well. So thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please give it a like and do subscribe and keep supporting. Thank you.